dad on the block. I didn't try to make it happen, it just did. You know, last October, my son, he's 5, him and the neighbor buddy found a leftover bag of fireworks. They came up to me and they said, "Can we light these off?" I said, "Of course we can." I started lighting them off, and then the neighborhood watch girl comes out across the street. She's like 10. She's like, "Hey! You can't light those off. It's not the 4th of July." I'm like, "I can do whatever I want until the cops come." Go back inside. So we're lighting them off again. All of a sudden, she's behind me, and she's like, "Hey, I have a sparkler. I'm gonna solder her eye shut." I'm like, "What do you want?" She goes, "You can't light those off. It's not the 4th of July." I said, "You're not my mom." She goes, "Well, can I light some off?" I said, "Of course you can." So I give her this plastic rocket, and she's down in the street. She's about to light it, and her mom comes out, and she is pissed. So I just start running down the street going, "Hey, you can't light that off. It's not the 4th of July." I snatch it up real quick. I'm like, "You got a bad seed. This is a bad seed. I'm calling CPS. I'm taking this child. I'm going to raise it. Come across the street on the weekends." Yeah, man, I let my son outside. He's 5. I'm like, "Go play." I get depressed. Driving around here in the summertime, no kids outside, all inside working on their diabetes. Doing a real good job. I'm proud of them. And I'm not making fun of fat kids, because I was a fat kid in the 80s and 90s, when there weren't very many of us. And we were alone, scared, and hungry for snacks. It's a good time to be a fat kid. I'm jealous. You're on the playground, the kid's like, "You're fat." The other kid's like, "So are you." We're right. Let's eat pies. Got one defrosted in my backpack. Show the stuff. Like seeing a kid outside is like seeing something you don't see very often, like a bald eagle. And we're like, "Oh my gosh, is that a child? I think I've seen one of those before on a Netflix documentary." Meanwhile, it's frightened. You see it shoving grass in its mouth. "Why is it bright? It's called the sun." You gotta track them, check their tags, get them back to their mother's basement, hold them close. Hold them close. Nurse them back to health with the Mountain Dew. Just gotta get that high fructose corn syrup in there. Come back to life. Spring up, man. Spring up. It's true. So I get excited when I see kids outside. I was driving my car, I saw 4 boys. They had their buddy in a trash can on a skateboard at the top of the hill. I'm like, that is awesome. I stopped my car, I'm like, "Do you guys need me to help push? I will ram him with my car, let's do this." I gave my wife the keys, I'm like, "Go home, I'm hanging out with new friends. These are my people. This is where I belong." Yeah, I've been married for 12 years. Thanks. It's a good job in America. It's a good job. I like being married, just nobody told me it was going to be like being grounded all the time. Like when I was a kid and my mom grounded me, I could convince her to let me go to the park and swing on the swings. My wife's like, "The swings are broken." I'm like, "How do you know?" She holds up a chain. I'm like, "No, why'd you cut them?" She's like, "Get inside and watch Lifetime where you belong. There's a good one on, it's only 4 hours. I'm like, "Nora Roberts, you will pay for this!" If you don't know who Nora Roberts is, she writes horrible 4-hour movies that put on Sunday afternoons right after church to punish you for your sins. like being married, man. You know, men and women are just different. I remember when we first got married, we were coming home from a bar, she goes, "I like looking at people's windows at night." And I'm like, "What?" She was not in a creepy way, "I just want to look at their couch." I'm like, "You want to hide in the bush to look at their couch? You could probably get away with that." Guys, we never could. We'd be like, "What, officer? I was just checking out the wallpaper." Sweet duck pattern, we do that. Get out of here. Man, I'm gonna be like 35 in like a week. Old, man. But I know I'm not too old because I'm still at the age, you know, where people are like, "That's not even old," instead of like, "Yeah, you were gross." Not to that age yet. But I feel old, so I don't care. People are like, "You aren't even old." I'm like, "Tell that to my skin tag. You say it out loud to it. Look it right in the tag. Dude, when you get older, you just keep gaining weight. I try, but it's hard. Fast food doesn't help. It's out of control, man. It's out of control. Every time I hear a fast food commercial, all I hear is, hello there, chubby. Are you fat but not fat enough? Well, if you can walk your plump physique to the car without hyperventilating, get in. Use your stomach to steer all the way to Wendy's. At 1 a.m., the other dinner time. For a 3-patty stack cheeseburger with extra cheese. So you can die in your bed tonight. Wendy's, population control. Dude, they're trying to kill us! It's not even real food, man. Science made the McRib at the University of Lincoln in a laboratory. The McRib! A sandwich so deadly they can't even release it year-round because too many people would die. They literally release that sandwich, and when people start getting sick, they pull it back, let them heal, and then re-release it, and dads are like, McRibs! Abandoning their families for a day, looking sauce out of wrappers. Got like a wrapper on their face with an eye hole, like Phantom of the McRib. Oh, it's tough. It's tough getting fat, you know? Because when you start getting fat, like, your clothes still fit, but they're tight. And your brain's like, we're doing great. We're doing fantastic. Keep eating all that food with no nutritional value. And I'm like, I will, brain, thanks. Next thing you know, you're wearing sweatpants to a wedding. Which I've done, because I live for comfort. I just went to the fabric store the morning of and bought a zipper and glued it to the front of them. So people are like, are you wearing sweatpants? I'm like, they're slacks! Can't you see the zipper? Get off my backs! Scurry away. This better be a buffet! Now I'm like 35, I got real weird pet peeves. It's a tongue twister. I do, man. I hate it when people act like they know famous people they've never met. It drives me nuts. I was at the grocery store. This woman in front of me was talking to the cashier, and I heard her say, Leonardo DiCaprio's a nice guy. So I go, you know Leonardo DiCaprio? That is incredible. She goes, well, no, I just bet he's a nice guy. I go, Leonardo DiCaprio's a freak. Right? He's been famous since he was a child. He's never seen an ugly person in real life. Show me a picture of him with an ugly person, it does not exist. She goes, well, he's been in movies with ugly people. And I go, yeah, and if they're unfit for his eyes, he films the scene alone with the green screen. They put the ugly person in later with special effects. She goes, no, and I'm like, listen, I got a friend, he's very famous. He told me that before he goes to bed at night, his manager checks under the bed for ugly people. Reassures them they're make-believe just like monsters. And she goes, no, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, and when I meet him one day, I'm going to ask him. And I said, you will never meet him. And she goes, why not? I said, I think we both know why.